Last night I saw myself in reflections from the light. Could not find my own face. Past times I kept on going in spite of the bad times. Now that fire is fading. That I am bright, but you find my weakness. Tired eyes from work I do for you, it's never right. So I'll find my own way. I'll change direction. Expectations take it all from me. No more deceptions. I can't go on living a fantasy anymore. I've tried to keep moving with no reward inside, pretending time stops again. This light has kept me wide awake at night, and it defies all reason. But I'll change direction. These expectations take it all from me. No more deceptions. I can't go on living a fantasy anymore.
Good. Good. You guys hear me okay? 1 minute, let me turn this down. You guys hear me okay? Can you hear the music? Can you hear everything okay? I'm trying a different mixer. Trying to just mix everything a little bit different today. See if I can make things a little bit more enjoyable for everybody. I have tools and I'm just trying to use them. So how are we all doing today? Are we doing pretty chill? It's been a long week. I don't know about for you, but for me it's been a long 2 weeks. I have been trying to refresh some skills of mine. Those skills include interviewing, and algorithms are not my strong suit. I do not understand why software interviews care about algorithms, because I have yet, in 2 entire years, no, not 2, how long have I been coding? 4 years? In 4 years, I have not done anything significant with algorithms. Like, it just doesn't come up at work. I've done a lot of different things, I just have never done algorithms, so I just don't know how interviewing with algorithms has anything to do with like how you get the job done. Sorry, I got distracted by garbage. Don't look at the logo. So anyway, it's just been a long week and I'm really excited. I'm just to hang out and code for a little bit. Code for a couple 3 hours. Chill out, relax, and just do what needs to be done. So while we wait, we'll just let some people log on. Just if you're in there, if you're in the chat, if you're just hanging out in chat, just come say hi. Let me know you're there. I like to know who's hanging out with me. Say hi. Let me know where you're calling from. We're gonna let some people join. Giving them a couple of minutes to join, and while we do that, let's just practice some wrestling, shall we? Just 10-15 minutes, not much. I have been so bad at doing Rust. We should probably see where I'm at, see where that last thing that I ran was. Anyway, the whole point of this is just to keep my fingers a little agile in Rust, not forget all of the hard work I've put into learning this beautiful language. And we'll do 15 minutes. 15 minutes of Rust, or 10. I don't know. 10 minutes of Rust. And then we'll jump into a project I'm doing today. I have been sending out tweets like crazy. I actually probably need to send out 2 tweets today. My conference videos are going live. I have uploaded all of them recently. And I uploaded all of them last week. That's why I didn't stream last week. I didn't stream last week because I spent literally all day doing Go West, like, post work. I audited our accounts, I did video editing, like, I was doing all of the post Go West work you could imagine. Like, I sent out shirts to speakers, I was doing all kinds of crazy things. So we're on enums, so let's go to enums. Then enums, exercises enums. So, as part of that, I've set all my videos to Premiere, and I have to go in and I have to tweet them on a regular schedule, and then I have to tweet, meetup reminders, and tweet meetup videos, and then, like, tweet reminders about Go West stuff, and tweet reminders about other Forge things, and tweet reminders about my things like Twitch. And so, like, I think I should automate that part of my life. Don't you think? Don't you think it'd be really nice just to have a little bit of automation there? I mean, I am a software engineer. Like, my job is literally to automate things. Like, that's the only reason I have a job. So I might as well automate, you know, my day-to-day life. Automate the things that I have, you know, going on. So, you know, whatever. So, yeah. That's what I plan on doing today. After I remind myself how to do stuff. So we have some enums here. And I can just do this term. I don't know why doing it this way works better. But it does. Rustlings watch, yeah. But for some reason, for me, having it run above, with a terminal inside Vim seems to work better. I don't understand why, it just does that for me, that's the case. So whatever. Okay, who chose this mix today? This is a pretty tight mix. Oh, it's not enums 2. It's enums... wait. Oh, enums 3, yeah. Control WW. So it's not this one. We need to edit enum exercises enums 3. And you can see because it says I'm not done. So we see that the enums all have different types. Quit doesn't have a type associated with it. This is a struct, that's a string, and then we have a tuple. I believe that's what it's called. I need to actually read my Rust book so I can remember what these things are called. And in the state process, in the state process, what is SAP source ID? It is the source, sorry. Still work message. My nose itches. I had a cold last week. I did. I got tested. It wasn't COVID. It wasn't strep. It wasn't. I don't know what else they run tests for. They didn't take any blood. For all the other stuff they run tests for, they came negative. Look, this is green enough that it like makes me transparent. It's kind of cool. I just am trying to help people at work, you know, be a good person. 63. So the problem is applied 1 argument, expected 3 arguments. Change color in the message. Oh, see? Okay. Is it because it went ahead and double braced them? That's not right. Yeah, let's go to 25. So for the state change color, oh, we wrote this. Dang it, see, this is what happens when I don't do these very often. We've only got 2 minutes, so I'm not going to do that much. Is I forget everything I've done in Rust. And it's like, I say things like, oh, I want to learn Rust. Oh, I care about Rust. Blah, 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 blah. And then, no, I don't do anything with it. It's like, what the heck? Is this a mute button? No, it's definitely not a mute button. Unlink faders. I don't know what the fader is. I don't know. Link faders. Okay, so now I have faders linked. I don't know what that means. I'm messing around with some things, so let me know how the audio goes. So for the change color, oh, whenever we do message we call, oh, this is saying that we're executing the change color on it. And on line 25, we say that we need uint values that we're going to change color, mutate self, and restore it. Oh yeah, we're doing structs. This is a structs situation. Function change color. Associated function defined here. Some errors. Expected when argument. Clearly, I did the wrong thing when I made that change. But I don't think I actually know how to fix it because I'm not reading. This function takes 3 arguments, but 1 argument was applied. Yes, I see. And now when I supply 3 arguments and I run it, it says expected 1 argument. Oh wait. Oh, this has to do with my matching stuff. Like, this expects that argument. And it's supposed to invoke something. Oh, yeah. Okay, well. We'll just do a Control-C and exit out of U. We'll just quit U, exit, and we'll just go into the actual Go projects, because that's what we're here for, right? We're here to write some Go. Oh, see? And we have a tweeters. So yeah. I don't know about you, if you've ever seen it, but oh gosh. Twitter does have a pretty well-developed API. And they pretty much give anybody access to it that wants it. It still has issues on white. My filter, sorry. My filter really struggles with white. And I don't know why it struggles so much with white. There we go. That's actually not too bad. Why it struggles so much on white as opposed to on other colors. V2 early access. Maybe we should do V2 early access. I don't know. I mean, all I want to do right now is to tweet and retweet. Like, that's... Oh, the other problem, too, is I have multiple Twitter accounts. And so, Yeah. What does manage tweets? Enable you to tweet or delete a tweet. Like, updated endpoints. Reddit Postman. Oh, look. Should we get a quick start? Apply for a developer account. Create a project and associated developer app in the portal. Should we get an associated developer app? Is that like a thing? Oh, it doesn't. What is your name? Well, I'm starting with current coding skill level. I'm an expert. What are you talking about? I am a coding genius. What do I plan on doing? I need to automate the tweets. I send out, I'm just out to improve tweet regularity and to give more people access. Give is misspelled. More people access to the content my organization sends out. This API project will send. I have to use a minimum of 200 characters. We'll send regularly automated tweets. Are you planning to analyze Twitter data? Not right now. Will you use tweet, retweet, like, follow, or direct message functionality? Yes, please describe. I will tweet content regular on a regularly automated cadence. Yes. That's it. These, yeah. Oh. These tweets will share content from my org. Period. I just added 2 periods. Does that count? Like, it said it allows no more. Do you plan to display tweets or aggregate data about Twitter content outside Twitter? No, not right now. Will your product or service make Twitter content or derived information available to a government entity? No, why would I ever want to do anything with a government entity? Do you plan to display... Okay, yeah, next. Oh, wait, what am I missing? Oh, I need 6 more characters about what I'm going to do with this. About content that was previously given or made available, or about new and upcoming. So, like, really I mostly want to do this for my conference account right now. I have like 4 different Twitter accounts that I actively am posting on, and I want to be able to automate first and foremost for the Go West Twitter account, so that Go West is constantly on Twitter. Yes. Yes. I've read it. Let me do it, Twitter. Oh. Oh, yay! I have to verify my email. I'm using my handy dandy cellular for that. Go West Conf. Next. Password. Go West. Cool. So now I refresh. I should still have access to the developer portal. Create an endpoint, get access. Get access, project name. It's called Automate Tweet Bot. I mean, I have like apps that do it for me, but I would use case. Making a bot. Yep, my use case is still making a bot. Project description. I need to automate tweets that I send out about regarding past or future. I can't spell regarding. Regarding past or future conference talks. Like, that's essentially what it is. App name. It's called Automate Tweet Bot. Automate Tweet Bot. Haha, I got a token. I got all the tokens. And if I pay for access, I can get a developer environment. Cool. Here's your fundamentals. There's a developer portal. I have access to that. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not paying for anything. So we need to set up authentication. So let's just go over here to our README. And so we have two things. This bot is created to send out automated tweets regarding the Go West conference. Go https gowestconf.com so I can we'll start with development steps. First thing first, we're going to set up authentication. Next, we will create tweet endpoint. Next, we will create tweet storage. Then we will determine method for selecting tweet from storage. I'm not trying to generate them. They can be prefabricated tweets that were sold. And then create scheduler for sending out tweets. And then we need to create input mechanism for new tweets. Yeah, I don't need it to generate tweets or anything like that. I can write the tweets at least once. But I would appreciate if they were sent out for me. So we will start with that development step. Let's do this, and then we'll say authentication. We are using the authentication set is defined in the... How did I spell authentication? Authentication defined in the Twitter API. We should do it this way. Twitter API docs. I have like 15 Chrome tabs open. And then we're just gonna take authentication, the whole thing, and we'll throw it in there. For now. I like the modifications I've made to my green screen. It seems to be working pretty good. You can't tell that I've modified my green screen, and you probably didn't know that my green screen was handmade by my two hands. But it was. I hand-made it with my own two hands. They all need to be used. So you will need to read all IDs for a single location. Oh my gosh. So, how's your guys' weeks been? Many Twitter Enterprise APIs require the use of basic guides. Most developers would not need to deal with complexity surrounding authentication libraries since client libraries automatically handle these difficulties. Yes. Your API keys, yeah, they're available. The developer portal. Let's hit the guides. I'm logging to Twitter authentication best practices. Your API tokens should be guarded carefully. That's why they're on my not Twitch screen. Regenerate keys and tokens. Use server environment variables. Make sure the files are stored in git ignore. Restrict access to the database. Make them, yeah. Read only. That was good. Thank you. Authentication API reference. Oh, good. So we can authenticate with this. Allows. But do I need? Well, I think I could probably. I guess it depends, right? It depends on which API. I guess. Let's go to the tutorials. Get started. With R, a lot of people do like analysis of the tweeters. And I just need the Twitter API. And I just need translate plain language to filtering queries. Getting started with converting JSON twirl. You can do what? You can send tweets with a curl? Consuming data streams. Oh my goodness. Uploading media. You can use twirl to upload media. How to store tweets in a Google Sheet, upload a video or draft it. I don't need that. It's gonna be all text. Analyze the sentiments of your tweets. I think I got a little excited. Let's start with the Twitter API again. We wanted that one, and we want the one that is managed tweets. We want managed tweets, right? Because then we can do post, delete, blah, 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 blah. Here we go. Managed tweets. In Python, or Ruby, or JavaScript. I don't have any in Go? Well, then maybe I don't want. That. When authenticating, you must use key. Okay, creating. You must authenticate with the OAuth 1A user. Okay, so we're gonna have to do that one. And let's go. Whoa. Okay. I don't know. I don't think I have Postman on this computer. See? I don't have Postman on this computer, so we're not gonna do it with Postman. So we're just gonna make an HTTP client, right? Like, that's pretty basic. So let's just make an HTTP client. That has all the information needed. I feel like my music's too loud, but I can't tell. Also, chat's being really quiet today. Anyway, so let's do this. So we will do client. Timeout equals, I like to always have it be 10 times time.second. I don't know why. And then we need to define a request. http.request. And then we'll need a client.do request, right? And that would return a response, comma, error. And I believe this also returns an error. That can't return an error if it's a type. It returns an error if it's a... and then we can just... if error does not equal... No, we'll just panic for now. And then we'll do io_util .read all response.body, and then we'll say body, comma, error. And that might actually be JSON, I don't know. I mean, it probably is. I believe they literally said it was going to return us a JSON. But sometimes documentation is not as helpful as one would think documentation would be. So it's always nice to just trick yourself. And then we can just print ln, we'll do it as a string. And then we figure out where I have extra lines. We don't have a nail. That's what we're missing. Cool. Now everything's in there. Request has a method. Yes, but I think it is. See, new request. And that would be with an http.method. The HTTP method we need, I believe, is a get on OAuth 1. They do say we need to do OAuth 1. Right? And so authorizing a request. Plus a signed OAuth request. All of Twitter's APIs are based on HTTP protocol, which means any software you write launches a Twitter APIs, uses the Twitter API sends a series of structured messages to Twitter server. For example, a request to post a text, hello ladies plus gentlemen. A signed OAuth request as a tweet looks something like this. Post status is update JSON with the URL and photo content type. User agent content. Close, accept. Hello that. Oh, yeah. To allow application. With authorization header, OAuth. Oh, look at all that great stuff. Collecting the parameters, OAuth. Building a header string. So we have to have an OAuth header, but we need to wait. You should be able to see 7 key value pairs for any of the given collected values. The OAuth nonce parameter, the signature, token. You can generate a valid access. Okay. So we have an access token. Obtaining an access token. Okay. Making. Okay. You have to sign each API request by passing the generated keys. Yes. Three-legged OAuth flows. User, sign into Twitter. Signed. API key. OAuth consumer secret. Well, I have an API key and an API secret key. I have those two. Well, I don't have appears to be, you can't see me, this stuff. So I need to make a post with an, oh my goodness! I love callbacks. Only because I did it once. I bet somebody set this up in the Golang OAuth already. Go Twitter. Go Twitter is a Go client library for the Twitter API. Check the usage. Customer secret, access secret. I don't need this stream. This is like too much. See, this is too much. Authentication. But I mean, I can always just use what I need. Nah, I think this is too much. I'll leave you open. Twitter REST and streaming APIs, golangrepo.com. Okay, I'm sorry. It's because Go has an OAuth 2 package already, and I've used it before. I used it on my last project. And like, I know for a fact that this library not only has some decent examples, but like, it has a lot of things hard-coded into it already. Because, I mean, I saw it, like, let's go to the GitHub. Oh, no, it was right there at the bottom. The time is 3:30. See, look, it has a GitHub, GitLab, Google, Slack, Twitch. Okay, so it doesn't have Twitter. But look at, like, everything else it has. Like, it has CERN stuff built into it. That's fine. The package handler implements an token source for three-legged OAuth 2.0. We're not using OAuth 2.0. We're using Auth 1.0, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to actually, let's Google Golang Auth 1.0a. Why don't they just let me do Auth 2.0? Oh, look, it's literally for Twitter. What they set up. That's funny. I might set it up myself. If I don't have to do it with the OAuth 2 magic keys, I won't do it with the OAuth 2 magic keys. I've done it before. Cause why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? You know what I'm saying? Other things I'm saying is that I believe that's what it's called. And then we're gonna have an auth URL. equals the string, and we're going to put an auth URL there. And then we're going to have an auth payload. I don't know what we'll call it. Auth payload. I believe that's not gonna work. So let's go back over here. Yeah, but I want the endpoints, please. They just say, go get it in Postman. I don't want to go get it in Postman. Log in with TLS? My father's texting about college football. It's very important to him. I think he's literally talking about next year's college football. I don't know if that's like actually gonna be good. Here we go. Post to the access token. OAuth invalidate token. I don't need an invalidate. I need OAuth access token. This is what I need. Response format is JSON, parameters, OAuth token, and OAuth verifier, example request. This is helpful. Allows customer application to exchange the OAuth request token for an access token. I think we need the authorize, right? And so with the authorize, user is forced to enter their credentials to ensure. This is a post. No, that's a get. Where was the post request token? Yeah, that's the one I want. Allows user to obtain an OAuth request token to request user authorization. And we were just reading about that. Right? It says... no, and yeah, this is all the stuff that we put in authorization. So we need the access token and we need the request token. Now I think I have to actually start writing it before it's going to make any sense. Authenticate. No. Authorize. No. So this is a post. So we get a request token to request user authorization. Okay, and the callback token is one of the ones we know. So we start with this one. So this will be our request. No, this is... Okay. Oh, so we get all of this stuff from my portal. So, okay, I do have most of this stuff. Oh my goodness. You want to know what being a developer is? It's, reading documentation. But this isn't bad. This isn't bad documentation. Good job, Twitter. They probably have a team dedicated to documenting things. Okay, well, let's figure out what we need to make a request to the manage the so let's figure out how to post to this endpoint. That's where we're gonna start. So this is the tweet URL, right? And it's a post to tweets. I know that seems like a lot of work, but I'm really having trouble keeping track of all of the things I need, and I have to write it down. So, and then this is a post, 2 tweets, JSON body parameters, direct message deep link, tweet the link to a direct message conversation, no, media, no, optional. So, what the heck? Obviously there's a rate limit. Content application.json, and so we can just have it be we'll just call this a type tweet struct.
I didn't write this one, he wrote this one. I don't understand.
And this would be a text. And we'll just have the we love hashtag Golang. Oh no, this should be a string. And then we'll add a tag JSON, text. And that needs to be capitalized or else it won't work. Go template auto create toggle. Go meta linter autosave toggle. Tweet is Twitter payload for post for tweets endpoint. And then period. We're going to then have this tweet payload equals json.marshall. I mean, we could be really fancy and do a JSON code, but this always seems to work really well for me.
I didn't write this one. He wrote this one. I don't understand.
New tweet equals tweet text. We love hashtag Golang, comma. Oh, see? Still talking about college football. New tweet. With an error. If error does not equal nil. Panic. Error. I cannot determine package name. I think it figured it out. And this would be bytes.newReader. I always inline this. Sweet payload. Cause why not? Can this? This says it's having an issue. Let's try a go mod init. Oh yes, we need to call go mod init github.com/soypete, and then this is called tweet automated bot. Go mod tidy. It doesn't work without go mod. So we have to have the go mod in there. So that is the problem. And now we can do go build. HTTP post, not a I know for a fact that there is a hard-coded post value. HTTP.post. See, now it's just trolling me. And this does return an error. If error does not equal nil, we will panic. Error. Okay, what time? Okay. And that should work. Request is, oh look, I have a capital request here. Line 34. We fix that. Undeclared request. And so now go build should work. Awesome. My back's starting to hurt. So, yep. And so now we need to do a request dot add header. There is, oh, it is dot set header? Right, header. No, what is it? Request dot header? It is. There is something with a header here. And oh, look, there's a parse basic auth. Set basic auth. I didn't know there was a set basic auth. I'm gonna be using that from now on. Yeah, I thought it was add header. It didn't like add header. Wait, no, it was just there. Didn't basic auth use add header? I literally just looked at it. Header.clone. Header.set. I could do header.set. Header.get. Where did that basic auth one go? User agent. Oh, see, yeah, they're using cookie, refer, content type, header, right subset, header make, there we go, header get. And yeah, they're doing header set, so we'll do a header.set. Request dot header dot set. Oh, and that's the set basic auth, which we're not using. Thank you, Shindikin, for your comments and your assistance. I do appreciate it because I forget all the time what I'm doing. Yeah, so it's just authorization. And then it's like this big ol' huge list of OAuth things. Yeah. Technically, I could do set basic auth and then have the huge long list. But I think what I'll end up doing, since it's so long and they're all comma separated, it looks like, I'm just gonna make a map and maybe join them, or a struct and maybe join them, JSON maybe join them, a whole bunch of variables. I mean, we can start with the variables, right? Let's go ahead and add this. Example authorization. So we need I might just do a printf, right? So we need a, let's just do this so I can have all of them. OAuth AUTH consumer key with a capital Y. OAuth. Just a little bit confused about what OAuth nonce is. It said it's a unique token for each request that's generated, and I think we're generating it. But there has to be some kind of requirement as to how it's generated. So we'll have an OAuth signature, OAuth signature method, OAuth timestamp. Do I have to generate that OAuth timestamp? Still not sure. OAuth token, and then OAuth version, which we already know will be hard-coded. String. So let's go ahead. We'll know that the OAuth version equals 1.0. We can make that a constant later. Required for the two tweets increment. Cool. I just wanted that. Yes, I know they're not used. Well, then we'll just make this, right? We'll have an OAuth string, right? And that's what we're using as the header, so. We're going to be making these into a ton of functions probably later. Where I can actually do some decent testing on them and make sure they behave properly. Like testing testing that they format right and that everything's as I expected. So it's OAuth, capital AUTH, space, then you have string 1. No, you don't. You have OAuth underscore consumer underscore key equals $1, comma. Let's go ahead and we will copy this.
All I do is count that paper.
Right. And so this is $S again. Lulu, you come see Mom. How is you? How is you, Lulu? Did you come find Mom? Do you want to say hi to the stream, Lulu? Come here. Ready? Ready? Up, up. Up, up. Come on, do hugs. Up, up, hugs. Lulu, up, up, hugs. Come here. Up, up, hugs. Up, up, hugs. Oh, good girl. You scratches. You say hi. Say, I'm Lulu. They can't see you. Should we make them see you? There, Lulu. Say, I'm Lulu. Huh. She feels very left out. She likes all the attention, huh? Okay, go get Max. Go get Max. Hi, Lulu. Where's your Max? Where's your Max? Where's your Max? Oh, you're gonna just sleep? Okay, she might sleep in here. Yeah, that's Lulu. She felt a little left out. Robust signature. I don't know what that is. But I know that if I need it, if it's a hard-coded thing, I have it above. Why are they doing second since? I heard that if second since the epoch is bad. The reason I heard it is because it's like since 1975 or something. Like, it's a really weird thing. And so, like the whole Y2K stuff, it's gonna expire. Well, first thing, it's going to increase to a max limit. Like, there's only a maximum number of bytes that second since the epoch can take up, right? And that's literally like your hardware limit. So at some point, like, a second since the epoch time is going to be too large to store. Anyway, it was a really interesting little thing. I can't remember all that they said about it, but just the fact that, like, we're gonna have to migrate away from that. It was just like that concept of needing to migrate away from that use case. The same way they did with the Y2K time period, in order to basically not end the world like people thought was going to happen with Y2K. I believe I had these in order. And now that should be all the things. Format OAuth header? Like, this is a function. That should be in itself. And the reason being, there's a lot of stuff that I would like to validate here. Like, these have certain forms. This consumer key is only going to lurk a certain way. Like, it'll always have a standard number of characters. Same with signature. Same with token. So like we can always check those, make sure they're not nil, and do stuff like that. That's like basic sanity checks that we can do in a function. Yeah. So that kind of stuff. So like, yeah, I would not leave this all in main. So that's one header we need. So now when it says collecting parameters. Okay. You should be able to see that this header contains 7 key value pairs. I hope that... Yeah, I don't like that. I wouldn't design anything that way. They obviously had a reason. I don't understand it. I do not understand the need to have 7 OAuth parameters. That's what I don't understand. But I do not operate anything Twitter scale. You can obtain this from your Twitter app. Okay. The OAuth consumer key identifies which application is making the request. You can obtain this value from the settings page for your Twitter app. Okay. I'm on the settings page of my Twitter app right now. 3-legged OAuth is disabled. I want to edit that. I want to enable 3-legged OAuth. Cool. We're gonna have HTTP $localhost. Well, let's do 3032. Well, you want to know why people always do like the 80s stuff? It's because those are the ones that are not being used by your OS. And that's like the real reason. We don't need to request an email from a user. I just don't. Stop. Can you just save it? What else is required? Website URL. I don't know what my website URL is. Let's try localhost again. Well, I mean, I have one. It's gowestconf.com, but that's not what's making this. My goodness, do you have to validate that I'm an actual thing? App permission read only? No. We're reading and writing posts. I do not need... Thank you. I don't need to do anything. Okay. Access token and so consumer keys. So we need an OAuth consumer key. What is an OAuth consumer key? Regenerate. You sure want to regenerate? You might need... I didn't copy the first one. Okay. Oh, let's go... I need to write this down. And I need to write it down where Twitch isn't gonna see it. So that you don't go hack my stuff. Thank you, Twitch. Don't go hack my stuff. Don't do it. So this is the API key. Twitters. So we have an API key. We have an API key secret. Yes, I saved them this time. So
You know, I'd really like to become a dubstep producer, but I don't know where to begin. Here's an article with steps. Step 1. Pirate FL Studio. The cracked version
So,
has a
I
way
think
more assets than the bought version. Step 2. Render the project with
the
a bit
consumer
rate of
token
32 kilobits per second.
is the
This is to
API
make it
key.
compatible with phones. Step 3. Make your serum wavetables in MS Paint.
They said that somewhere, right?
Final step, add 2 instances of sausage fattener and 3 instances of OTT to your mastering chain.
Didn't they say that somewhere? I thought I read that somewhere. Yeah, there we go. We read that.
Alright, let's see what kind of dubstep we can make.
So let's see. We're going to create a secrets file. Let's go ahead. There we go. Now you can see me. See, it doesn't like black either. We need to have a screen that's not black here. Maybe this webcam just doesn't have a filter.
Google, how do I make dubstep?
Edit filters.
Let's see. Next. Dapsic did what? Next. Here's an article with
Yeah.
Step 1. Pirate FL Studio. The cracked
What if I
version
just
has
did
a
that
way
and
more
said you
sound
don't
than
have
the
any
bought
filters?
version. Step 2. Render the project with a bit rate of 32 kilobits per second. This is to make it compatible with phones.
Now you get my face.
Make your serum
Whole bunch of my
wavetables
face.
in MS Paint. Final step, add 2 instances of sausage fattener and 3 instances of OTT to your mastering chain.
Secrets. Sorry guys, you don't get to see all my stuff. It was called what? So we have OAuth consumer key, OAuth consumer secret, and OAuth callback. Consumer key equals export OAuth consumer. Do you like my green screen? I made it with my own 2 hands. Using PVC pipes and using fabric from the fabric store. Export OAuth callback. Localhost. Yep. Okay, and I think everything else I store in memory in the app. So we should be able to right click that. Just real quick, just in case we need to add our get ignore. We need to add 2 things. First thing first, we need to add our Vim, just in case we don't want to do Vim files, and then auths. And then we don't want to do our secret file. Okay. We should be good to go. We should be good to go. Back to coding. So now I can do this. I can do source.secret. And then we need to add to the README authentication. To get the consumer key and consumer secret, store them locally and run bash source.secret. Look at me actually adding to my README. Is it the best documentation in the world? No, but it is something. And that's good. So now we need to get that consumer key, right? We don't need the consumer secret key at this point, which I called OAuth consumer secret. So we'll just get right here, which is called OAuth. I don't remember if this has an error or not, but hopefully it will. OAuth consumer key os.getInf and then it would be OAuth consumer key. I'm writing a lot of code without testing any of that. Is that good? Yes. Right now, it's good because I was confused, and so a lot of this, most of this is just documentation. Like, it's code as documentation about what I need. So, like, I think, like, in that purpose, yes, it's good. The next thing I need is an OAuth nonce, but I don't get if these are both OAuth tokens, right? If what is it? OAuth token and OAuth token secret, like are they the same? YOLO. Something like that. Is Yeah, I'm a little bit confused with nonce still. But this value is requested, the value for this request was generated by base64 encoding 32 bytes of random data and stripping out all non-word characters. But any approach which produces relatively random alphanumeric string should be okay here. So I just need to produce random letters and then base64 encode it, essentially. Which will be fine. And it has to be done for each request. Should we just do that? That'll be fun. So we need to do a random.seed. And usually I do a time.now for a random.seed. And they're doing a math rand. Should do a crypto rand. The reason for doing a crypto rand is just it's slightly more random. Let's go. Golang crypto rand. See? I'm gonna steal this. Assert PRNG. I assert that cryptography will secure PRNG is available, otherwise panic. Generate random bytes. Generate random string. Are they not seeding it? Interesting. Is there no seed in this file? I'm gonna do this. We're just gonna steal this. I didn't realize there was no. And we'll just do lowercase. Yeah, I know it's not used. And then the other thing we need to do is we need to base64 encode. So random string equals generate random string. And it needs to have a length, right, for n. N is the length. And what did the tweeter say about nonce? "32 bytes of random data." I don't think it matters that much. Big new int random letters length a byte of n. Well, I mean, it literally making a slice of bytes of n. So let's go ahead and we'll try 32. I don't think this works. I don't think that's a one-to-one equivalent. Like, just so you know, I'm not saying it's a one-to-one equivalent at this point. I'm just doing it. I'm just doing it to be fast, right? Like, I'm trying to get something like a proof of concept or something working quickly. Like, this is not necessarily to provide any kind, I don't know, like, again, I'm just documenting his code. So let's do a Golang base64, and I'm gonna base64 encode. And they have an example of this right straight up in the docs. Oh look, it's even like a... Yeah. And we'll just do a standard encoding, that's all we need. And we're not gonna print it, we're just gonna call it the nunts. OAuth nunts, right there. And we know that we'll just, again, document OAuth nunts. Because next time I look at this, I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or if it'll be in a week. I need to remember why I did this. OAuth nunts needs to be a 32-bit base 64 encoded random alpha numeric string.
It's the most tremendous new music.
32 equals length of slice of bytes. Oh, and we can make this a straight up slice of bytes if that's easier. We'll call it random bytes. Yeah, let's do that. That way we don't have to... I don't know. I am not a fan of transforming things we don't need to, right? Right, it's taken a minute to write. Undeclared name B64. Oh, did I miss something? Oh, look, yeah. They had that alias. So we'll just call this base64 then. Base64. And that should add the encoding. Error is never used. You're right. And I'm just gonna do the quick and dirty. If error equals nil, panic. Error. Okay, so now we have a nunts. What's next? Auth signature? Okay, so how do we get an auth signature? Auth signature parameter contains a value which is generated by running all of the other request parameters and 2 secret values through a signing algorithm. Okay, algorithms. I don't hate them, I haven't ever needed them. I've never needed them, right? You can't hate something you've never really done. I hate the fact that they're used to evaluate you if they have become irrelevant. I'm sure at one point in time they were very relevant, but as we move away from like CS style software engineering, are they really that important? I doubt it. I doubt it. So let's go with, did we already have a creating a signature open at one point? No. Creating a signature. Okay. Creating a signature. This explains how to generate an OAuth 1.0a HMAC SHA-1 signature for an HTTP request. OAuth token secret. I have one of those. Don't have one of those yet. But I need to run to the little Pete's room. So, little Pete's room, little lady's room. So I'm gonna take 15 minutes, or 10, or 5, I don't know. I'll be back. See you in a minute.
I could ask a million questions that would leave me wanting more. It's why I let you do the talking. Maybe that's what talking is. I do my best to learn to listen. Seem to have so much to say. my best to learn to listen. Seem to have so much to say. Is how you listening. I can feel your pulse again, creeping through the rhythms of my heart. In the night I feel you here, whispering inside my ear, telling me the secrets of my thoughts.
Camera's off. We're back. Let's turn that mix down. So we need to create a signature. Looks like this will be collecting the the request method and URL. The signature will be suitable for passing to the API as part of an authorized request as described. Wait. So we need to create a signature. Collecting the parameters. Include and to include what? Yes, we already. The process to build the string is very specific. Percent encode every key and value that will be signed. Okay, so we have to put every OAuth parameter into the signed signature. In addition to request. Wait. The request parameters have to be in there? That's interesting. So, like. I have to have status equals, right? And this is, Authorizing a request. Okay, we already knew about that. These values need to be encoded into a single string, which will be used later on. The process to build the string is very specific. Creating a signature base string. This is fun. This is like making cookies. If you follow the one step of the recipe wrong, you're not gonna get a cookie. That's pretty much exactly what this is. It's building cookies. Building cookies. Can you build cookies? Are cookies built? If they're not built, what are they? Now that's a question. That's interesting. Yeah, we could all use some cookies right now, huh? Is it cookie time? Okay. The three values, okay. Wait. If there are more key value pairs remaining, append an AND character to the output string. In the case of two parameters with the same encoded key, the OAuth spec says continue storing based on value. However, Twitter does not accept duplicate keys in API requests. Good to know. No duplicate keys. The three values collected so far must be joined to make a single string, from which the signature will be generated. This is called the signature base string by OAuth specification. To encode the HTTP method base URL and parameter string into a single string, convert the HTTP method to uppercase. Set the output string equal to this value. Okay. So we need the entire OAuth string of above, which is different than the OAuth string that I'm going to be using. The percent sign character in the parameter string should be coded as %25. Okay, I think I'm gonna skip the signing one. Make sure we got all of the other values, because apparently we need two different sets of OAuth parameters. Great. Okay, so we're back to the signature method. Since that was the one they recommended, that's what we're gonna use. So OAuth signature method equals this. Right? Okay. The OAuth timestamp. Okay. The OAuth timestamp parameter indicates when the request was created. This value should be the number of seconds since the Unix epoch at the point the request is generated. Should be easily generated in most programming languages. Twitter will reject requests created too far in the past, so it's important to keep the clock of the computer generating the request in sync with NTP. I don't know what NTP is, but I thought it was seconds since the epoch. So we will just say that OAuth timestamp equal to it's 4:45. Time dot now dot UTC, because it doesn't matter, dot seconds, okay, dot and there is, I know I've done this before, I just don't. Let's just go quick to the Go docs. Will you give me a second? I have to change it to an int64 and then I'll parse it. Oh, I think I just need to parse it, right? Time.parse. Golang. I think you parse it as second since epoch. Time.parse, right? And you do long form, short form, and then they have all of these like hard-coded constants. Oh, F. Where is the oh, I wanted it as Unix. See, I told you! We talked about that the other day. We talked about that today. Unix. And then we can do an, watch. You do an str conv I2a. It is strconv, right? Capital I to A. There is a base 64 conversion. Let's do, it is go.package.dev. See, I didn't go all the way down. That's what I need. Parse int. Base 10. Base 64. Oh no, not a parse, a format int. And it's always base 10. Yeah. It would not be base 10 if it was log base E. So this would be format int, and then it would be log base 10. Right? Yeah. Yay! Now we need the OAuth token. Okay, now this is another thing that I generate. The OAuth token parameter typically represents user permission to share access to their account with your application. There are a few authentication requests where this value is not passed. Oh my gosh. Or in a different form of token, but those are covered in detail in obtaining access tokens. For general purpose, you will use what is referred to as an access token. You can generate a valid access token for your account from your settings pages in your Twitter app. I'm literally pressing the generate button right now. I have an access token and an access token secret, which means you don't get to see them. I think my camera lens is a little dirty. Export OAuth access token. Export OAuth access secret. Copy access token. You still can't see anything, can you? Good. Copy access secret. Cool. You should be good. Come back now. Yes. So now we can say OAuth token equals to os.get and OAuth access token. Now we have everything needed here except for the signature method. Right? So now we need a function that would return OAuth. Let's do an OAuth signature. And then we'll call it get Twitter signature. And we're going to pass it a whole ton of crap. Right? And then we'll add an if error. Well, I'm gonna pass it nothing right now. This is just a placeholder for a minute. If error does not equal no heading error, and this is make HTTP call to, no, we need to generate, because this is generated, signature. It just is generated very complexly. Return the string. Wrong way. String and an error. String and an error. My nose itches. Does anybody else's nose itch? Because mine sure does. That was a yawn for the camera. Okay, so now let's go back to our signature steps. Yay. So we have 3 values. We have the type, the URL, and the request body. And we need the request body of our message. The problem is our request body our request body was a slice of bytes of JSON. So I'm just gonna send it as that, right? So we need collecting parameters. Collecting the required method in URL. Let's see. So it needs the HTTP method and the base URL, which we have. So first thing we're gonna pass in is HTTP method and URL. These are both strings, right? And then so HTTP method is a post, and that would be a tweet URL, I believe. And who did it? Snake Case. There we go. My goodness, Lulu, you're back? My dog came to visit. Google Inc. was calling me 7 minutes ago. That's no good. You think they left a voicemail? You think they were trying to recruit me? Oh, it was Google Inc. from Salt Lake. Boo. It was probably not really them. I'm focusing. I get really distracted when it starts to get late in the day, which it is. Starting to get late in the day. And so I'm starting to get distracted. But we can get through this, huh? Oh, puppies! I got 2 doggos. Are you both barking? Okay. Yeah, it's because tweet URL's not a thing. Where was tweet URL not the... there we go. Okay. And now we need to get all of the additional parameters that aren't the method and base URL, right? Okay. Collect parameters. Next thing to gather all of the parameters included in the request. There are 2 such locations for these additional parameters. The URL is part of the query string. We're doing a post, so we don't have any additional parameters in the query string. We only have the base URL and the request body. The sample request handles single parameters for both locations. Yes, in both locations. I do not have an HTTP request has parameters that are URL encoded. In addition to the request parameters, every OAuth star parameter needs to be included in the signature, so collect those 2. So all the OAuth parameters I'm using besides the signature need to be included in addition to those. Signed OAuth requests. Yeah, I don't need that. So I need request payload, which is a slice of bytes. And then we need OAuth. Should I do OAuth params string ... Right? And then that would just be like all of them as a slice. Where am I missing the comma? Maybe it's params ... and that is it. You're right, there are too few arguments in get tweet signature now. But so I should be able to do tweet payload and then all of the OAuth things that I have defined until now. So we'll have OAuth consumer key, OAuth nonce, OAuth so signature we're skipping, signature method, yes, we do have. OAuth timestamp. OAuth token. Nope. And OAuth version. Right? And now those are all a single slice. And so now, okay, that was fine. Okay. These values need to be encoded into a single string, which will be done later on. The process to build the string is very specific. Percent encode every key value that will be signed. I think we're doing the encoding later. Yeah. It's already uppercase. What is a percent encode? Do they have? I mean, I usually get this when I URL encode anything, but I wonder if there's a percent encode already in the encoding package. Yeah, it's URL encoding. URL encode a string. Yeah, so we would just, it's weird. You just create a set of values and you add the values. And so we should be able to do it that way. We'll call this a signature string equals url.values, which was a struct. And so now we do a signature string add. And that's, yeah, so you do a signature string dot add HTTP method, signature string dot add URL, signature, I don't know what this is gonna do with that slice of bytes. Request payload. And then signature string dot add, and then we're gonna do a strings dot join OAuth params. And we should just join them with a comma, I believe. And now we would do a URL encode. Yeah, I know. Oh, we can just do comma? Okay, yeah, and then we would just do encode. Well, then we'll just do a... We don't need a strings.join if that's the case, I think. Even though they did say they needed to be comma joined at one point. URL, comma, request payload. We'll print this. and make sure. I mean, we can just comment it out and run this. And then... and I mean, again, this is a great example of a testable function. And like one that we would want to code to string. And we'll call that signature. And that's what we would return. Undefined type string has no value. Oh. We did it again. It won't import the package URL if there's a variable URL. I've had this problem before. Cannot use in. Hey, Lulu! How are you doing, Lulu? Did you come find your mom again? Is that because you barked? Did you bark and then come find your mama? You had the pretty brown eyes, huh? How you doing? Hey, it's 5 o'clock. You're supposed to be done at 5 o'clock. Huh? Is Mama done every day at 5 o'clock? And you know it? You know it deep down in your bones? Got pretty teeth. You got pretty doggo teeth, huh? You got pretty eyes. Okay. Mama's almost done, okay? Mama will be done in just a minute, okay? You okay with that? She's just enjoying getting scratches right now. Okay, so we will do a strings.join anyway, because it clearly won't do the ellipsis. Too many arguments. Okay. I only ever saw it doing add 2 at a time, so we'll only add 2 at a time. Signature string. Cannot use request payload as type of byte, so then we'll do string. Didn't I say I was trying to avoid that? Encode to string undefined. Well, it didn't know what it was doing at the time. Encode. I still think the checker's running. It hasn't told me anything yet. Let's check, see if it builds. Let's source our new secrets. I mean, you know it'd be really funny? If this just worked. Because it shouldn't. We might as well. Perfect! I mean, it worked. Even though it gave us an unauthorized. But it wasn't supposed to. If it worked, I would consider, like, Twitter's API hackable. Because there's no way you can do the stuff like this off the top of your head. Cool. So this is a ton of crap. Oh, we should add the binary to the get ignore. And that would be tweet automated bot. Yeah. Oh, we didn't do a Go mod download? So this would be code outline in main with all OAuth parameters. I don't want to say in place, documented. We don't have a branch. Oh, that was main. Cool. Well, now we can check out a branch, and that would be called test the code. Oh man. We'll call it soy peak validate OAuth with test. How's that? How's that? Good. We should actually probably move all of that to an OAuth package. Which I'm sure will be the next step. So anything that makes sense is the next step, right? Well, I hope you guys have been having fun today. I'm gonna sign off. This is a natural ending place, I feel like, so I'm not gonna stretch it for 12 more minutes. But thank you for joining me today. I am so excited to build this project and to get working on the automating of my life, because I'm a developer and that's what I'm supposed to do. I have no meetups this week. I have nothing else to speak of, but I hope you join me next time, and I hope to see you guys again on the stream so we can chat, hang out. You can see my dogs every once in a while, because they show up every once in a while, and they'll raid the screens. We can learn some Go and get all the fun things done. So if you haven't followed me on Twitter, go ahead and follow me. This video will be put up on YouTube. If you're watching it on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe so you can get all of my stuff. And yeah, throw up a follow the stream, and I would love some subs. See you guys.